What is up, my loves? I am back for another episode of the Get Unstuck podcast. Today we're talking about raising the standard, and this is basically if your life feels kind of stuck. It's probably not because you lack motivation, although it may feel like that. It's because your standards might be a little bit too low. And today we're talking about the one shift that changes everything, raising your personal standard. So just a little mini description here. Most women believe that they are stuck because they lack motivation. The truth is really simple. They lack standards. And in this episode, I'm explaining why raising your personal standard changes everything in your life, from how you move, from how you think, from the direction of your life. And inside the GlitterU philosophy, transformation starts with 4 pillars. I've talked about these before over and over again, but in case you missed it, it's movement, discipline, self-respect, and expansion. So if you're ready to stop waiting for motivation and start creating momentum, this episode will shift how you actually approach your life. You're going to raise the standard. So let's go.
Listening to this and you're ready to stop negotiating with yourself? The walk is where you start. It's a 6-week, quiet, minimal walking structure built for the women who don't want attention, they want results. It's $37. You download it, you follow it, you become her. Structure is self-respect. Claim yours inside the GlitterU shop. GlitterU.com/the shop.
All right, my loves, welcome back to the Get Unstuck podcast. I am Heather Newman, founder of GlitterU, and this podcast exists for one simple reason: to help women get unstuck and raise the standard in their lives, not through motivation, but through movement, discipline, self-respect, and expansion. Because when a woman raises the standard in her life, everything begins to change. I didn't even know what that meant. I finally can kind of put it in a little bucket and explain it a little bit better. But today I want to talk to you about something that I think is one of the most important ideas I've ever learned. Most women believe that they are stuck because they lack motivation. This is why this podcast was created in 2009, right? Like, I was stuck. So women like me back in the day would say things like, I just need to move a little bit more, or I need more motivation, or I just don't have the energy, I don't have the desire, I don't have the want, or I'll start when I feel ready, or I'll begin when I get inspired again. But motivation is not the problem. It may feel like it's the problem, but the real problem is standards. And if your standard is low, or you can't even define what a standard means to you, your life will indeed reflect exactly that. So it's taken a lot of time for me to be able to articulate this and actually put it into a podcast, I guess, here. This is not the first time I'm talking about this, but I'm trying to explain it on a different scale, I guess. If your standard is high in life, and I don't mean like being snotty. I don't mean like, oh, you have to be like a millionaire, billionaire. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm just talking about the way that you show up in your life, the things that you value, the things that you think you're actually worth. That one's a big one, because I talk to women all the time. I just recently met a woman, ironically enough, her name was Heather as well, and she mentioned to me that she had joined a gym and she wanted to go into this fitness class that she was interested in, but she just didn't want to go in because why? She said, and of course I'm like, why? And she said, because like that first entry, when you go into a class and like you feel awkward and like everybody's been there but you and everyone's looking at you and you just feel that like I don't fit in. And my first reaction, of course, is you definitely fit in your own space. You have your own value of I am worth this class just like everybody else is. And if you're walking into a room of what you perceived to be a bunch of catty women, that's probably not your room anyway. But if you're there for the workout for yourself, screw them. Who cares what they think? Freaking go in there, grab yourself a mat, get yourself a corner, get in your own head that I can do this, and understand from the trainer perspective, from a fitness instructor lens, nobody else is looking at you. And if they are, shame on them. They shouldn't be in the class because they're not doing the freaking workout. They're not focused on the right things. So don't ever hesitate. If there's a class in your local town or something that you're wanting to do, but you're hesitant because you don't want to be the new kid on the block and you don't want to feel awkward in that situation, I encourage you to know that you live by a certain standard, and that standard is to show up for your best self and be your best freaking friend. So you're not looking for somebody to go and encourage you and pull you by the freaking hair to go into the room and be like, I got you, girl, I got you. You don't need to be by yourself. Know that you are enough. Have the confidence to walk in there, and you might want to talk to people, but you might not. You might want to stay in your zone, do your workout, get the most out of it, and leave and be so freaking proud of yourself. You don't know what will come of that. You may love it. You may hate it. You may do it again and again and again on your own and find that, oh my God, I have something I like to do for me, and it's self-care. It's investing in yourself. So to circle back to what I'm talking about, that was just one example of some of the conversations that I have all the time. And that was, if your standard is high, your behavior will rise to meet that. Do y'all hear Oliver in the background? Standards determine your decisions. So in that moment, what that told me was that maybe she just didn't have the confidence in herself that she deserved that workout or that experience, or she felt a little bit self-conscious. Which, I mean, rightfully so, but you know what? Work through it, girl. Just go. You're never going to get through it unless you push through it. Your standards determine the direction of your life. So I need you to understand that. Set the standard for yourself. And the truth is, most women have simply never been taught to raise their personal standard. I didn't understand this. I couldn't put it into words. I knew what I was trying to share with women, but I couldn't put it into words that they would understand, because if you don't live by certain standards, then how would you know what standards are yours or what your personal standard should be or you want it to be? And let me tell you, it evolves, it changes. So most women have been taught just to wait, right? Wait until the kids are older, wait until your life slows down, wait until you have more money, wait until you feel motivated again. But the women who truly change their lives do something different. They stop waiting. What are we waiting for? It's like waiting to use the fine china. No, girl, go make yourself a beautiful salad today or whatever you want to eat. Whatever you're eating, and put it on the china that your great grandmother passed down that nobody's eating off of. You deserve it. And guess what? The food tastes better. You have a memory you're sharing with a loved one who may have passed. You're enjoying something that is, in their eyes, very expensive, and you can't replace it, although you got more in case you do drop it. You probably have a set of 8. I don't know. Whatever you got for your wedding. What are you waiting for? Go freaking eat off of it. The women who truly change their lives do something different. They stop waiting. Raise the standard. Wear the dress. Inside GlitterU philosophy, we talk about what I call the GlitterU standard. So if you don't have your own standard or you don't know where to start with that, I want you to start with being part of GlitterU and embracing the GlitterU standard. It's built on 4 pillars. You ready? Movement, discipline, self-respect, and expansion. Expansion meaning growth, investment in yourself, self-love, being worthy, being confident enough in yourself as you are. Movement means you're going to move your body consistently. You walk, you train, you take care of your health. Movement creates momentum. And when the body begins to move, life begins to shift. So stop waiting on motivation. Discipline, making a decision, is the next piece. Discipline means you keep promises to yourself. Am I making any sense here? You say you're going to wake up earlier and you actually do it. You make a promise to yourself and you follow through. Just like you make an appointment at the doctor's office. You make an appointment with your hair salon. You make an appointment with your nail salon, your dermatologist, your OB, whatever. You make that appointment and you wake up and you go and you show up. Why don't you give yourself the same respect? Show up for yourself. Invest in yourself. You are worth it. You say you're going to move your body, you follow through. You do it. You move your body. And every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust with yourself. And that trust becomes confidence. And there is your self-respect. Self-respect means protecting your energy. It means setting healthy boundaries. It means not allowing drama, gossip, chaos, negativity, or toxic environments to control your life. And trust me, I have been pushed. Whatever cloud was over me, it's gone for now. Thank you. But I was being pushed with some negativity and toxic people that I'm surrounded with, and I don't really have a choice in that situation. But I do have a choice how I respond. I do have a choice, the boundaries that I put up. I do have a choice in if I decide to even look that way, right? A woman with self-respect moves differently in the world. And finally, there's the expansion. Expansion means thinking bigger about your life. You deserve more. You want more? You deserve more. It means realizing that the life that you want is actually possible if you're willing to raise your standard. Those 4 things: movement, discipline, self-respect, and expansion create momentum. And momentum is what actually changes lives. So one of the biggest mistakes women make is believing that they need some huge transformation overnight, right? Like they think everything has to change all at once. But real change rarely works like that. It starts really small and it's kind of boring. You go for a walk. That's the best therapy on the planet. You move your body for 20 minutes. You clean up your environment. Get rid of clutter. Get rid of the things you're not wearing anymore. Get rid of the things that have holes in them. Get rid of all the ish. Clean up your environment. Be it a junk drawer. Be it a desk. It doesn't have to be the whole house in one day, but one area. Clean up your environment. Drink more water. Wake up a little bit earlier with intention. These small actions begin to raise your internal standard. This is exactly how I did it. And when your standard rises, your identity begins to shift. You start seeing yourself differently. You start trusting yourself more. You start showing up differently. Women who live at the GlitterU standard move differently. They think differently. They invest in themselves. They understand the discipline is not punishment. So many people think a workout is punishment. We know better. We know that it's a choice, it's a decision, it's discipline, and it is self-respect. And self-respect changes how you show up in every area of your life. So if you're listening today and something in you or in your life feels stuck, don't wait for motivation. It's not coming. Nobody's coming to save you. Although I'm here to help you raise the standard. Start with movement. Move your body. Build discipline. Protect your energy. Expand how you think about your one beautiful life. What's something you're grateful for today? Start there. Some people find that hard. And if that's you, you find it hard to be grateful for something, I need you to dig deeper and ask yourself, why? Is the brain programmed to automatically go toward the negative, toward the bad things? Or can we shift that pattern and try to think of one thing every day that we're grateful for? I don't care if it's your toothbrush. Because the moment you raise your standard, everything begins to rise with it. And that's the real path to getting unstuck. If this message reached you today, or if this message needs to be shared with someone that you love, someone that you care about, someone that you know is struggling, please make sure that you subscribe and share and ask them to subscribe to the podcast so you never miss another one. And if you're ready to start building momentum, explore the tools and programs available at GlitterU.com. Many women begin with Body Sculpt 10X because movement creates momentum. Move your body, build discipline, protect your life, expand your mind, invest in you. This is the GlitterU standard. And I'll see you in the next episode. I love you so much. Bye.